everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kay, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at my beauty purchases from May. So I didn't buy a lot, but I bought a lot. I made one purchase, so in terms of my low buy I was good. However, that one purchase was quite a few products. So let's get on to explaining that, shall I? So I bought the new Kaleidos makeup collection, the whole collection. So it's called the Flower Punk collection. This collection consists of lip products and an eyeshadow palette, and it also had a couple of little extras thrown in as well. And yeah, on lunch day I bought the lot. Did I need any of it? No. Did I want it? Yes, I did. I have got quite a few things from Kaleidos makeup. This is all of the palettes I have just in this little section here. I love the brand. I love the aesthetic. The packaging is always really cool. I've always got on really well with the products. I've loved everything I've tried from them. There's been some that have been better than others, obviously. It's the same with every brand. But I can't say that I've ever tried something that I've absolutely hated and gone, I wish I'd never bought it. Maybe a couple of the highlighters have been a bit chunky and glittery, but I can still get some use out of them. They're still quite pretty. I can still appreciate that. And obviously not everybody's the same. What I don't like, other people might love. Overall, what I'm trying to say is, overall, as a brand, I am in love. I did have a little issue when I tried to order this. I actually wanted to order it without the drawers. I just wanted the products inside, and that would have been a fair amount cheaper. However, when I tried to do that, it told me it was sold out. It was there and it was available. I went to check out, it was sold out. I went back and thought, oh no, I'm going to have to buy everything. Oh no, am I going to have to buy everything individually? And realised that this was still available. You know, the drawers, the contents, everything. Obviously it was more expensive, but I really wanted this collection. So I was a sucker and I did it. And then about 2 hours later, I saw on social media, on Instagram, that the collection without the drawers was available again. Whoops. I could have got in touch with the company and asked them if they could have swapped it, considering that's what I really wanted, but I am lazy and stupid and I didn't do that. So here we are. So as you can see, this is what the drawers look like from the outside. It's quite sturdy, sort of. It's not cardboard, it is cardboard, but it's like a thick, sturdy kind of material. If you can hear that shouting, that's my son playing, by the way. Nothing to be concerned about, he's fine. But yeah, the packaging on this, as usual with Kaleidos, is absolutely stunning. So it's absolutely lovely. The top just lifts up and we've got a mirror here. I'm going to try not to blind everybody. And then we've got in here, there is a colouring book and some temporary tattoos. Now the colouring book, it says it's a colouring book. It's got a couple of pages that you can colour in, but then the rest of it is just blank pages. So I'm just going to end up using this as a notebook, but that's fine. It was sort of an added part of the box anyway. And then we've got the temporary tattoos, just look like that. And to be quite honest, my son is probably going to end up with these. He's keen on that kind of thing. I'm not fussed. It makes sense. Then we've got two drawers. We've got the top one here, which just slides out, and we've got the two lip kits in here. We've got the nudes, and then we've got the more bold colours, which I'll show you in a second. And then in the bottom drawer, we've got the Garve lip mask and the star of the show, which is the palette. And by the way, if my face is starting to look a bit flushed, it's very warm today and it's quite stuffy. But we're just going to get on with it and hope for the best. So I have already taken photographs and swatches of everything for Instagram. I'm going to try and pop those photos in for you throughout this video so you can see what they look like. So I'm not going to do full swatches in this video. but I will just show you a few of the ones that I'm most drawn to, and then I'll pop the photos on the screen for you so you can see the whole lot. Hopefully the lighting's not too bad. I did do it in natural daylight, but the colours kind of can get a bit messed up on my phone. I haven't checked them yet, so hopefully they're okay. But you should be able to get a rough idea of what they look like from those photos and from what you can see right now. So this is the Blue Agave Softening Lip Mask. It's just in a little little pot like this, got like an iridescent lid, which is very pretty. And then inside it just looks like that. So it's very shiny. I haven't tried this yet at all, so that's why it looks so neat and pretty at the moment. But I am really keen to try this. Doesn't really smell of anything, so I'll be interested to see if anything sort of releases once I start using it, but so far seems to be fragrance free. Yeah, and I'll probably just use this as like a nighttime lip balm, but I actually got 2 of these because I ordered the complete set. I got an extra set of the temporary tattoos and an extra one of these as well, so if it's nice I've got a backup, so that's good. Next we've got the lipsticks, and these are called the Cloud Lab Lip Clays, I believe. Now the lip clay part sounds horrendous, and to be honest it does sound a little bit off-putting. I don't want drying clay on my lips, but I did read the description for them and they were described as more like a moussey kind of formula. I did watch a couple of reviews for this collection as well, and they sort of said the same thing, not thick or drying on the lips or anything, so I was a little bit more encouraged to try them. So we've got the nude collection here, which was called the Sandcastle collection, I think. That was the only thing that bugged me, was you weren't actually able to buy the lipsticks individually. You had to buy them in the bundles. But we've got 4 in here. This is like a soft, like velvety type material that they're packaged in. And the material on the component is like a soft touch kind of thing. So that's pretty cool. So we've got Adobe, which is the first one. We've got Dune is the second one. We've got Terra is the third one. And then Sienna is the fourth one. Now from this packaging, they all look very, well, they look the same, but I promise you they do look different. You'll be able to see from the swatches that there are differences. They are definitely brownie nudes. They're more brownie than pinky. But from the swatches, I think my favourite one is going to be the second one, Dune. So that's what the wand looks like. And then just pop a bit on there. So that's that one. And I just think it's a really pretty shade. It's definitely nude, but it's more pinky than brownie. The other ones are definitely more brown toned, and I think I'm going to have to sort of play around with them, because normally I go for pinky nudes over brownie nudes. But I am definitely keen to try them. They do look like there's some interesting colours in there. I think for me it was either Terra or Sienna when I tried them. It was quite a light brownie sort of shade, and that just looks very interesting. It's not something that I would ever normally try, but yeah, definitely keen to give it a go now that I've got it. It just looked quite different to anything else I've got. So that's those. And then we've got the more bold shades, which is the Flora Noir collection. Now these are definitely more interesting to me, and there's one shade in here that I'm nervous about. It's certainly an interesting colour. It's not a new shade by any stretch of the imagination. I've seen other brands have done a similar shade, but it's not something that I have in my collection at all. It's just not something that I would think to buy. It's just not me. Maybe when I was about, 17, 18, it would definitely have been something that I would have tried then, but right now, not so much. And that is this one. So this is the second shade in the collection, and it's called Agave, and it is teal. So we'll just pop that on there. So that's that one. You can see the swatches that I'm doing look quite streaky. One, I'm not the best at swatching, but also these formulas seem to be, from the reviews I've seen, obviously I've not actually tried them, but the reviews I've seen have all said the same thing. They're not massively opaque. You do have to sort of build them up if you want that sort of proper hit of colour, and with this shade in particular, with it being such a different and intense shade, it can look a bit streaky on first application. But I'm interested. I don't know how I'm going to get on with it. It does make me a bit nervous, but it just looks like so much fun, so I'm going to try it at some point. And then the other shades were, so we got the first one, which is called Cactus Flower, and that is a pink, a bright pink, and this is something, again, I wouldn't normally veer towards, but I'm not totally averse to. I'm definitely keen to give it a try. It's very bright, and it's something that I could definitely wear with the makeup that I've got in my collection. Then we've got the third shade, which is Mahogany, which is a very dark brown, which again isn't something that I would normally go for, but is something that I could easily fit into my makeup looks with what I've already got. And then number 4 was Dahlia, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous shade of red, which I am definitely up for. So that's this one here. So I'm definitely keen to try these out. Just applying them on my hand, I can see what people mean by that moussey sort of texture. They don't look like they're super drying just on the hand. They do look a little bit more moussey, so I'm encouraged by that. But obviously once I've tried them on the lips, I'll know for sure. But at the moment, I'm just keen to give them a go. I did only have this collection arrive a couple of days ago as I'm filming this, and I just haven't had a chance to have a proper play with it yet. All I've done is swatching, so I can't give you full-on opinions about any of it at the moment, but I'm definitely excited. And then the last thing in the collection was the Eyeshadow Palette. So this is the Flower Punk palette, and this is the outer packaging, the outer cardboard box, which again, Kaleidos packaging, stunning. And you open it up, it's got kind of this little window thing here so you can see through it, which is pretty cool. I mean, we're going to throw this away, we're going to recycle this, but you know, it's cool to see. And then this is the palette, which it's got a mirror on, so again I'm going to try not to blind you all, but that is that. And how cool is that? And this is totally different to any of the other packaging that Kaleidos has done. They've done the thicker, they've got the thicker, chunkier versions like the Club Nebula palette. And then we've got the thinner 6-pan palettes, which are in this sort of open out, oops, there goes the sheet, open out kind of packaging. So this is completely different layout to both of those, and reminds me of the Inglot palettes in that instead of it opening properly, I'm going to try not to gouge anything out when I do this, it's magnetic, so it just sort of comes off. How did I fare? Yeah, I managed to not take anything out, that's awesome. So it's got a mirror on the inside as well, and then that is the palette. So you can see it's got the little imprints of leaves on some of the shades, which is pretty cool. So as I said, I did do some swatches. I'm going to put those on the screen for you so that you can see what that looks like. But straight away, I'm very much drawn to this shade here, which is Stained Glass. It's a bit of a duochrome. So in certain lights it looks pink, and in others it looks gold. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you that one here. Or a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And this looks like it's going to be more of a topper shade than straight up metallic, which I don't mind, especially with duochrome type things, because it just gives you other shades a bit of an interesting shift. So that's that one. I'm also keen to try this Nouveau shade, which is kind of like a like browny mauvey sort of shade. A little bit of a plumminess to it, I think. So that looks quite cool. And that's obviously a matte shade. And then I'm kind of keen to get into these greens, these grungy sort of greens. Green isn't something that I wear a lot of. I've got blue eyes, so warmer shades tend to work better for me. But I did buy the Sci-Fi Green palette from Kaleidos, and I was really surprised at how much I enjoyed that. So when I saw this, I thought, I'm going to give it a go. So we've got... So the shades that look most interesting to me here is definitely this chlorophyll shade, which looks kind of neon in the pan, but it's more of a mustardy sort of yellow in reality. And that's that one. So that looks quite cool. And then we've obviously got Sun Gazer, which is definitely more of a metallic. There. So you can see the difference between that and that. That looks more sort of light, a little bit more of a topper, and then you've got this that's just a straight up metallic. And then we've got Earthship here at the end, this dark green shade. And that looks like that. Obviously, again, my swatching ability, terrible. But when I swatched them for Instagram, I did do sort of 2 swipes of it, so you could actually see the colour. Let's just wipe some of those off so I don't get shadows everywhere. So that was everything I bought in May, which obviously is quite a lot of stuff. No, I didn't need it. I would have preferred not to have had the drawers as well. They are cool. Obviously it's stories, so I'll probably get some use out of them, but yeah, I didn't really need that. But I have it now. It is what it is. I am gonna just move on with my life. Really keen to get into the makeup, really keen to sort of have a play, especially with the eyeshadow palette, but definitely those lipsticks as well, especially the bold ones. I'm really keen to have a bit of a play with those and experiment a bit. But anyway, now it's over to you guys. What do you think of my purchases this month? Maybe you've purchased this collection too. Let me know what your thoughts are if you've tried it. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Was it just in the middle for you? Obviously, if you didn't buy this collection, I'd love to know what you did buy. Did you have any hits, any misses? Just let me know all of that in the comments down below. I really do love to hear other people's thoughts and opinions. If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to hit that like button for me. It really does help me out and lets me know that you're enjoying my content. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, but you think you'd like to catch up with me more often, then I'd love it if you could hit that subscribe button too. It's totally free and would help you to find me more easily in future. And with all of that being said, I really do hope everyone's well and staying safe. And I will see you all again in another video very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.